actually looking at the match coming up, we can kind of pretty much talk about what we're going to see. Probably an unchanged side, really, because we've had about a week to cover. But when you mention that space filled by Armstrong, it's probably... I don't think Redmond will move from the left. I think they will keep him there. So it will most likely be Gineppo or Boufal. I don't know which one it will be. It'll probably be up to Ralph. But who would you guys like to see there? Boufal or Gineppo down that side?
We're both stunned into silence.
Yeah.
I think because I the way that we play with pace on the left and like a clever one on the right, that has seemed to work over the last couple of weeks. So it depends how we want to play, because if you want someone in that midfield just to win the ball back, try and break Liverpool down, we've got the perfect player in that in Romeu. So what I would suggest is bring Romeu in, play him next to Højbjerg, and move Ward-Prowse up the right attacking midfield.
I was going to say you put Romeu at right mid, and I was like, what?
I knew what Mikey meant.
If you want someone to stop Salah, you play Romeu.
I was a bit concerned. Like, where is this going, Mike? But, okay, yeah, fair enough. And then who would you suggest at right back then if Ward-Prowse is moving up to right mid?
Oh, Valerie. I know he hasn't played for a while, but if he's trained for the week, then hopefully he's fit.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's fair enough. Would you agree, Tiz, or would you, how would you see it?
Well, like Mikey said, Danso didn't have a fantastic game against Tottenham. So I'd be happy in seeing Valerie step in. He's had that week's training. He's had quite a lot of time off, so he should have fully recovered by now, hopefully. Mm-hmm. So I think he's got what it takes. He's a strong right back for that position. He's the future of the club as well. So I'd happily see him step in there. So the right wing position, I don't mind too much. I wouldn't mind seeing Gineppo having that quick pace down the right hand side, but Boufal, he's made a difference against Tottenham as much as I didn't say it that much in the reaction podcast. So I think he probably does deserve his place on the right hand side to show what he can do for a full game. Yeah. Whether Ralph thinks that he's better off the bench, whether he thinks that he's all right starting, I'm not too fussed because I think both of them are very capable players on their day.
Mm-hmm.
My only worry is that we know that Liverpool are going to dominate the ball. They're going to dominate possession. It's going to have to be a very hard-working performance. Players have to be switched on. My worry with Gineppo and Boufal is I don't think they'll be switched on for the full 90. I know they'll be wingers, but they have to be switched on. They have to double up on Salah and is it Origi or Firmino or whoever's playing.
It might be Shaqiri, maybe. I don't know.
Playing. Minamito might be playing. There's
that's true.
Some options. So or Lallana, who knows?
Right.
So they have to double up on those wingers and those fullbacks because we will be exploited if they don't work hard. And I think that's the reason why I want Ward-Prowse to start, because I know that he'll work hard down that right-hand side. He'll block out Andrew Robinson. And I know that Redmond will work hard and try and get back to Trent too. So that's the reason why I think Ward-Prowse should start at right midfield and not Boufal, Gineppo. Not that they won't work hard. It's just that I don't think they're disciplined enough to do it for the full 90. I think they'll be better, more effective as impact subs, use that pace against Van Dijk and Matip or Van Dijk and Gomez or whoever they're playing, and hopefully catch them out on the break and fire us.
I know I don't know the actual stat, but I'm sure Tiz can give me the right one. Is it something like now Liverpool have beaten every single team in the...
This season, they've beaten every single team because they've already played Manchester United twice, and that's the one team that they drew against, and obviously they beat them at Anfield. So, yes, they have. And I think loads of their players are unbeaten at Anfield since they even joined.
Yeah.
I think they're unbeaten plus 70 games or something ridiculous like that. Maybe plus 50 at Anfield. So... It's going to be a tough test. Where do you think their main sort of threat is? What are you most concerned about? Because I know the amount of points they've got, they're quite clearly very strong in every single area. But what's that one point that you're really concerned about?
The one concern I have is the fact that they will guarantee get goals. That's the problem. The fact that I don't even necessarily see them getting early, but they will score whenever they are, and they will most likely score late as well. The main issue we've had previously with our defence is that we concede late, and that's what they're brilliant at. I don't know whether it's their fitness, just the quality, or the positive attitude that they've got for it, but their main positive is that whenever they look down and out, especially against something like Wolves or something like that, you saw them just get straight back into the game, and that's our one kind of weakness, holding out a game. So it's almost like their good attribute is one of our worst. So that's the main thing I'm concerned about. Us, if we are holding on to result, holding on to it to the final whistle, that's my main worry for it.
Well, Liverpool at the moment are the fittest team in the world, in my opinion. They just keep running, and that's the reason why they score late goals.
Yeah.
I think for us, it's about conserving energy, using the press effectively. Don't go all. Actually, no. So let's go all out. Let's go all out. Press to hell. And because the thing is, we did it with City. We pressed them to hell for the first half, and we went 1-0 up.
Yeah.
So, like, any team in the world, you talk to the best players in the world, what they hate is pressure. If you have two players running at you, even one player running at you, they panic and they just want to get the ball off of their feet. So, like, if we just try and press them, try and play the way that we want to play, that will damage Liverpool.
Yeah.
Not many teams go away at Anfield and press them. I mean, that's the reason why they found it quite easy, because they do have the players to split. Like, people say their midfield's quite weak. Chamberlain's probably England's best midfielder at the moment. Wijnaldum's fantastic. Fabinho is brilliant in that defensive midfield role. Jordan Henderson's really turned it on this year. Yeah. James Milner can pick a pass. They've got players to do that. Firmino dropping in. Like, they can pick apart teams. So if we press them, that might be a bit more effective than just sitting us back and trying to play it.
And what we've got to do as well is be clinical and take our chances, because as they're similar to, like, they know the pressing style, they train with the pressing style, so they're much more adapted to having that pressure on them as well. That's the benefit of training that style, because you get used to that every day as well. And they've been fine-tuned to, making split decisions and working quickly. So I think if we do make one mistake, or if they do even make one mistake in the game, we've got to be clinical and jump upon that when we can. So if Danny Ings or Shane Long is in front of goal and they get the chance, it's got to be put away. Otherwise, we will, we will fall behind and we won't stay in the game. So, because it's almost assumed that they are going to score against us. I think, what do you see their weaknesses? Because we've mentioned they're positive, but what is the best way to try and get a result out of them? How have other teams done it, and how should we try and do it?
Well, other teams haven't done it. That's the problem.
Man United got a draw, didn't they?
They got a draw, but
yeah,
that was.
I would take a draw, wouldn't you? Like, would you not take a draw?
3 points, nothing else. But I think you look at the way that we because they love using their fullbacks. They love getting their fullbacks forward. If we've got two up there, it leaves a 2-on-2 constantly. Unless they've got Fabinho or Henderson.
But normally a defensive midfielder drops in as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, but if you think, if we can be defensively disciplined, that midfielder will be dragged in at some point.
Yeah, true.
At that point, that's when we need a break, and that's when there's a 2-on-2. And the problem is, we need Long on not Van Dijk. We need Long on the other one, because you're not winning a header against Van Dijk. No. So I think we need Long on the other one and trying to get Ings in behind at some point. I think Long's fit. I can't remember him saying anything about Long in the press conference. So
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So, but yeah, that's true. Like, we've got to try and be bold and try and go at them and try and get a.
We need to be brave. We need to be brave and play the way that we want to play, because otherwise they're just going to rip us apart, and it's going to be like under Hughes, we'll lose 3-0, and Liverpool can just relax for the second half. So
yeah. So anything else that you feel like we can do?
Where did we succeed last time? We pressured them. Danny Ings, who came off the bench that game, I believe, as well. He's the one that got the goal off of Adrian's mistake. Yes, Alisson's a much more capable goalkeeper, so he's unlikely to make those mistakes. But Alisson's made mistakes before. Every goalkeeper does. So I think pressure is the main way. And I think we're the only team this season that's if in a 1v1 situation, that we've beaten them on XG. The expected goals. I think when we played them at St Mary's, we're the only team that's actually beaten them on XG. I've seen it somewhere on Twitter, so if I'm incorrect, please don't slaughter me. But I'm pretty sure that's
Palace
as well. So,
yeah, Palace fans going at us again.
If that's anywhere, and then on that right hand side, because Trent is a fantastic attacking right back, but he's not so good on the defensive side. And especially when you've got Redmond running at that left-hand side, he's definitely a capable player. What Mikey said as well, if we just keep trying to force it down the wings, force their fullbacks to stay back as long as possible, because that's where a lot of their main attacking outlets come from. So I know we might be scared to continuously press high, But I'd rather lose 3-0 trying to win the game or get something out of it than hold a defensive shape and probably lose 1-0 or 2-0. Because like you said, no one stopped, apart from Napoli or something like that, no one stopped Liverpool from scoring this season. So it's unlikely to say that we're going to be the first.
Yeah.
I've got a weird key player for this game. I think Jack Stevens is the key player for this game. Okay. If Jack Stevens can have a good performance, he can lead that back four and he can ping a ball, because he is probably our best ball-playing defender.
Probably, yeah.
Of probably all four options across that back four and our goalkeeper, he's probably the best ball player. If he can play that ball over the top and into the wings where Long and Ings can chase, that's where we'll be effective. But if Jack Stevens can't do that, that's where we're going to find a problem. If we can actually get the ball over Liverpool's back line and get them running backwards, we'll be effective and we'll challenge them.
Okay, so do you want to finish the match preview there, or have you got anything else to add?
Yeah, we do line-up predictions or not?
Well, we could do a line-up prediction then. So McCarthy's most likely in goal, right?
Yeah.
Bertrand on the left. I think Vestergaard's recovered from his concussion, but I think Bednarak is back now, isn't he? So
yeah.
Yeah, so we'll most likely see Bednarak Stevens. Right back is where we've had the discussion about. What do you reckon, Tiz? What did you say?
If he's fit, I'd probably say Valerie. He does. Ralph doesn't mind chucking in players as soon as they're back fit, so I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in, especially if Danso's out the door.
Yeah, we'll say it because I think Mikey said Valerie as well. So yeah,
he's back in training.
And then we're definitely going to see Ward-Prowse depending on whether he comes on the right or CDM, but Højbjerg next to him. I think he'll probably keep Ward-Prowse in that defensive midfielder because he's probably been one of our best players this season in that position. And I think the pace on the break will help as well. He will just have to make sure that Boufal or Gineppo are trained in that position. If you had to split a hair and say Gineppo or Boufal, what would you reckon?
I would say Boufal just because he was the match equaliser against Tottenham.
Yeah, to be fair, like you got to say, he got a goal. He probably will be rewarded with that, won't he? I think you got to say.
If you want pace, you go Gineppo. If you want someone who can get on the ball and hold it up well, you go Boufal. There you go. I prefer Boufal over Gineppo because I think Boufal plays more like Armstrong than Gineppo plays like Armstrong.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, probably Boufal. And then Shano and Ings up front. Is that a safe assumption?
Yeah, I think so. We just need to make sure we give them support.
Yeah,
because the amount of times that Shane will win a flick on and there's no one on the end of it, we need to make sure they get support. Because like you says, we're not going to have many chances, or it's unlikely we're going to get many chances. So when we do, we need to make them count.
Definitely. Okay, so that's a lineup prediction there, and that's probably the end of the... do you want to do predictions, or should we stay away? Just because I can't think of a prediction that's too positive.
1-1.
1-1, okay. Mikey goes 1-1. Tiz?
We're going to sneak a 2-1 away victory.
Okay. I don't know. I'll go 1-1 to stay positive. I don't know, but I think that's the best scenario. We can keep it at 1-1 and keep them out of a second goal. You got to stay positive, haven't we?
We're the team most likely to beat them at Anfield.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Jack Stevens' 35-yard banger. That's all I'm going to go for.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so we'll finish the match preview there. Thanks for watching. This clip came from our latest podcast. If you want to listen to the full version, links to it are in the description. And finally, if you did enjoy the video, please give it a like and make sure you subscribe with the bell on to never miss an upload.